Morning, world. Biscuit, come on. Come on. You get right as well. There we go. Okay, shall we? So I got to get used to these gears. Not having to shift anything manually or such, it's all just pushing the buttons. So I'll just take it a bit gently because I'm not going to pretend I know this tractor back to front because I really do not. Okay, well, if I'm going to get some bales, I'm going to need a trailer. So, that should be all the way. Oh, he's already all the way up. Oh, that's naughty. Well, with a bit of fiddle faffing around, I worked out that that's not the spool for the hitch, it's that one. And a lot more fiddling about because I couldn't get the hitch to lock because whoever had the tractor last left the hydraulic height in maximum, so I couldn't actually get that chap to lock. All done now. Okay, we are now locked on, straps, buckled box, let's go. This video is going to be pretty much all about this tractor and the difference in the trip between flashy lights, between home here and to the farm, as in the difference in comfort, power. I mean, it's all going to be completely different to my little MXU for absolute certain. This is a considerably larger machine. Oh, that's top gear. Now we're in C. This is a considerably larger machine. I anticipate it being more comfortable, and it's got 65 horses more than my MXU. The one thing I noticed the other day when I was out with Marley was the brakes. The brakes on this thing are smoother, softer, spongier. I'm not quite sure how to describe them really. MXU brakes are much more positive. Is it going to beat this one? Yeah. So that's me on top gear, and so far not being bounced out of my chair much. So this fella's got front suspension, cab suspension. Yeah, so far a lot smoother. So and quieter. So bigger engine, but quieter. So this afternoon, Marley's coming back with a T5 140, which is fitted with a loader. So I'm probably only going to get to do one trip with this to get the bales. I've deliberately left it until it's 9:30 now. I deliberately left it until rush hour traffic's gone, all the school traffic's gone, everything else. Hopefully the roads will be quieter. I could have gone really early this morning, and I did consider it, but then I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. So yeah, I got to concentrate a bit on what I'm doing because this is all rather new, slightly alien. Stay in there. .21 miles per hour. So this is only a 40k box in this. I don't really need a 50k. I know a lot of you said, oh, you want a 50k box, and there are times when that may be advantageous if I got lots of trips going backwards and forwards, but to be honest, for the amount of times a year I'm going backwards and forwards to the farm, I don't really need it. I can't really justify it. So yeah, but so far very comfortable, very quiet in comparison, very high, makes my tractor look like a Tonka toy. So, but then compared to a lot of tractors these days, it is a Tonka toy. So right, we'll stop in a minute and I'll put the camera somewhere else and you can have a look around the cab. Okay. I've obviously changed data box. This is easy as change gear. Press a button. So steering's quite sensitive. It wouldn't take much for me to chuck this in the hedge. So I will be keeping my hands on the steering wheel. So a little bit quicker than my tractor. My tractor is about 24 miles an hour. This one's on 26. So it's probably just over 40k to be honest. My biggest concern I think when I get to the farm is going to be getting in the gateway. It was a tight squeeze with the MXU and that trailer. This thing's got a fairly good turning circle, but I reckon we might struggle a bit getting in and out of the field. You comfortable, Biscuit? Hey? You alright? Good. Aircon in here is really, really cold. So in my tractor it's cool. In here, on the lowest setting, it's cold. I could get used to this, but it is too big. Right, we're coming up to the acid test in a minute. Stidcut Lane. This is the bit of road where I managed to keep my arse in the seat the least. Let's see how she performs down here. This is the bit of road that does the most knacker slapping and head banging. Yeah, this tractor really isn't designed for our little narrow lanes. I can imagine this would be quite scary. I mean, my tractor's bad enough. Someone coming the other way, you know, you get squeaky bums, but this one is proper loss of bowel, you know, function if you meet this thing coming at full chat. You're right in the way there, missus. So I'm big, but I suppose the one advantage I can take from that is I can see over the hedges, I can see if something's coming. Gives me a bit of a heads up. Unless it's a little tiny car or something, or maybe a cyclist. So I wonder if I'd even notice a cyclist in this thing. You know, all that suspension, would you even notice? Neighbour's got the barley off then, or some of it. I just hope I can get in the gateway. It's going to be tight. I like the engine tone on this. slightly, you know, aggressive, growly. Okay, so first impressions. There's no real comparison. I can't compare this to my MXU. They're kind of chalk and cheese. This is a much more modern tractor. This thing is like 18 years advanced of where my MXU is. That's not always the best. The best recommendation, because some of the new stuff I believe is not as good as the old, but the ride was nice, cab was quiet, cab is spacious. This is only the base model, so there's no extra toys or gizmos in there, but it traveled over here absolutely no problem whatsoever, and I have not been beaten up. That was one of the main things, is to get backwards and forwards over here as quickly as possible without being beaten up. I'm still in one piece. Right, go and recover the old man's tractor and we'll load some bales up. Well, I think they'll go under the bridge. I hope they'll go under the bridge. Only 18 on this load. These are bigger bales. Time will tell, I suppose. Right, let's get them strapped on and make our way home. Right, I don't think that's going to go very far. Well, it's going to go home, so it's going to go 10 miles, but it's not going to go very far. Come on, you. Come on. Good girl. Up you go. Whew. Right. I've got to try and wriggle out of this field now. Wish me luck. So only 18 bales on the load. I usually carry 20, but I normally have 4'6" bales, which I can get 20 on that trailer easily. But these, I believe, are 5 foots, and I can't get the last layer on the top. Well, I could, but it's not worth the risk. For 2 bales, I don't reckon I could strap them on as secure as I would like. So it might mean I have to do another trip. But sooner that than have an accident and all the aggravation that would go with that. So yeah, so we're going to wriggle out of this gateway as best we can and get back on the road. So the hedge is about 1 meter away from the post there. So if I touch the hedge that side, it's not the end of the world. Straight across. Now I can see nothing behind me, so I'm hoping I got to hit the gate post. I heard something. I don't know what I heard, but I heard something. Well, the gate's still standing. So I'm trotting on down the lanes fairly rapidly, because if I meet something it'd be a bit more scary, but hopefully I can see it coming. But I just want to get out of this section of lane as fast as I can. The longer I'm here, the more likely I am to meet somebody. But suddenly, with a load of bales on, this tractor doesn't feel quite so big. This feels kind of a sensible size to be towing this. My little red tractor always looks very small on the front of that trailer. But yeah, I got a bit more confidence in this, perhaps, just in the size of the thing. So we might get 2 loads done this morning before Marley comes this afternoon and swaps tractors over. So I probably could keep this for another day if I wanted to, but I already know this is too big for me. This is a nice tractor, but it's for a bigger farm than I have. Bigger yards, bigger equipment. I mean, all my 3-point linkage kit would look stupid on this. I mean, you wouldn't even see it. Well, where is it? Is it on there? Hello, young man, how are you?
I'm Farmer P!
Yeah, nice to see you, mate.
Fucking hell,
Are you behaving yourself?
Yeah.
You know, you want the little dog, don't have you?
Biscuit?
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Yours?
No, I'm just playing with it. I'm looking at changing my tractor, but not as big as this. They just gave me a great big one to play with to begin with.
Demo, like,
Yeah. Right, I better get it away because nice to see you, mate.
yeah, I do see this tea on the telly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So
I think you want to stop eating them cakes as well, yeah.
no, I like cakes. Cakes are good for me. Yeah, cakes I like.
Good, isn't she?
Yeah,
Oh, fucking lovely cakes.
yeah. So yeah.
That's the young one, isn't it?
Youngest, yeah.
Yeah, because I said to Beach, that's the youngest one when she used to come down the farm with the
Yeah.
binoculars.
That's it. Yeah. Anyhow, you take care, mate.
Look after yourself.
Have a good.
Speed it.
Me?
Yeah.
I thought he was in C. So there's a button on the back of the stick there that changes the range, and I keep touching it and I keep dropping down a range and I don't always know I've done it. I think it's one of those things that you have to get used to. So anyway, that was Howard. Howard's an old family friend. Bernie, his missus, has been my parents' cleaner for forever, 20, 30 years. So, and she still comes and sees him now, or sees Dad now, does a couple of mornings a week just to keep her out of mischief. So, yeah, it's nice to see Howard. Right then, home. Yeah, definitely got a bit more power in this thing. He was a big boy, wasn't he? Mind the mirrors, Ian. Mind the mirrors. Come on. I want to get my mirror out the edge. So the only thing with this thing here is I can't actually see what gear I'm in. I have to look round the gear stick to see what I'm in there. Could do with that on the dash really, just to give me an idea of where I am. Although I can feel it, and I'm sure once you've got used to the tractor, you kind of know where you are. But at the moment, I'm never sure if I can go up one or if I just have to press the button and get it beeped at me. Like that. So I got to remember, I got suspension in the tractor in the cab, but the trailer doesn't. So I'm still not going to go mad at it. But normally on this bit of road here, I'm spending most of my time with my arse off the seat. 25% of the time my arse hitting the seat, the other 25% of the time my head trying to hit the ceiling. But much better ride. I'd even say comfortable. Well, it's still too big for me, but that was by far, so far, the nicest trip home I've had with a load of bales on, ever. For a big tractor, this thing is surprisingly nimble. I thought I might struggle getting around here, but do you know what? I reckon this will go down and around this corner no worse than my MXU. We just seem to have a tighter turning circle. You know, compared to the size. That'll do nicely. So I've got to say, I've really enjoyed this this tractor, and hopefully I'm going to get to use it again once more. It's 11 o'clock. If I get this lot unloaded, I might have to forfeit lunch or have a late lunch. If I get a second load in today with this one, and then I can top it up with fuel ready for when Marley comes back. I'll wipe it all down clean, make sure everything's nice and clean in here. And then if the T5 comes later on, then maybe we'll go over later on, but that will be a separate video. If I'm doing a video on the T7, then I'll do the T5 separate. That may be tomorrow or next day, but yeah. Long way down, you know. You come in? I don't think I want you jumping out there. Come on. Come on, good girl. There you go. Good girl.